did? What's the 441 Martians? Peace, love, and all that goodness. Eat the thumbs. So, daily astrology breakdown. Let's tap into it. We're dealing with a lot of movement out in this planetary alignment. Your boy seen 4 shooting stars last night, and I swear to God, on my mama. But anyway, you're dealing with Saturn, Neptune, and Uranus doing a lot right now. So sextiling Uranus is Saturn. Saturn and Neptune are conjunct, but sextile Uranus and Saturn speaks to Saturn is asking you to put together a discipline, put together a focus, put together a routine, kind of stick to it. Now, you know your person, you may be rigid in routine, you may be loose in routine. However it goes, you can deal with it with a loose thumb, if you will, because Aries is in Saturn. So if you know you don't get up between certain amount of time in the day, then just give yourself that range. Don't be like, I got to get up exactly this time and do this exactly this moment. But anyway, as you continue to honor Saturn in that new routine, Uranus is going to shift into realizations of extreme power and harnessing that energy of routine and calibrating it into an upgrade, because Saturn and Uranus kind of are like brother, sister, or cousin planets, if you will. You know what I mean? I like to look at Saturn as the lower octave and Uranus is the higher octave, because Aquarius and Capricorn are ruled by Saturn in some fashion. And the higher octave of Saturn is Aquarius. So it's thinking ahead. It's not as needy in the routine, but it's also in the mindset of keeping a clean space. So the routine is helpful for a Uranian energy. You feel what I'm saying? That conjunction in the first house with Neptune and Saturn, they're doing their thing, and the creative energy, the spiritual energy is activating, and the routine for spiritual quality is asked to be honored now, because from here on out, you're going to see a spiritual upgrade of individuals. You're already seeing it. You're already seeing the culmination of energy rising and the awakening of the dragon, if you will. You know what I mean? And the Gokus of the world are popping out, like Kendrick would say. But it's important to check in on that astrology chart and make sure that especially the strong aspects, that you're keeping in mind what they're asking of you, if you're not already intuitively knowing. Most times, a lot of us are intuitively in check. Like, you can go outside and smell if it's going to rain, but you may go down the street and then you don't got an umbrella because you only check for that first 5 minutes. So if you do a thorough background and investigation, you're going to find yourself able to qualify more opportunity for energy optimization. You know what I mean? Because you're always looking for energy to harness and to pull in. And that's what you call a portal. A portal is the energy that we receive as we calculate through a astrology wheel. The ascension process is requiring us to integrate this portal of energy into our being and to let go, release the old energy. You feel what I'm saying? So peace to all my crows, all my spirit guides out there, all my, leaders, all my light workers, all my individuals who work in the dark to raise the consciousness, and we're not getting paid for it. We're not getting any type of physical reparation for it. God says that our time is near, and we will be in receiving here with this 8-8 portal energy. So make sure that you maintain a humble attitude and a humble spirit. And this mudra right here kind of helps me get grounded. I had to put this together because sometimes I get ahead of myself and my thoughts get to running. So with this pinkies together, this ground energy together, these index together, this is air and earth. This is grounding your thoughts, and the etheric energy is connected as well. So the spirit is moving to connect the energy. This is how simple connections work in the body if you study how portals exist on, within, and even without the body. You know what I mean? Just a quick tap in, y'all. We didn't do a spirit crow call, but I wanted to make sure that we did a little check-in on this astrological energy. Let me check and see if there's some other stuff going on. Yeah, it's just a lot of Saturnian energy that we're dealing with. You know what I mean? The Saturnian energy is heavy. It being in Aries, the Saturnian energy is really looking for that mother energy. Right now, that Saturnian energy reminds me of Aaliyah, the lost, beautiful soul. Because I say she's the lost, beautiful soul because they damned her. They did the rituals to her, and she signed up to do them to kind of free us. And it freed us, but she's still not free. So in order for her to get free, we have to get free. Once we free ourselves, she's free. You know what I mean? That was just a channel, man. I don't even know where that came from. Peace to Aaliyah. I've been in Aaliyah's ether heavy. Aaliyah is a Capricorn family. This is tied in directly. You see? Aaliyah is a Capricorn. So that Cancerian energy is on its way in with this Lion Gates portal. Now I know Cancer season was leaving in Eastern astrology. We're out of Cancer season, but the balance is still necessary to be ushered in with this 8-8 portal, because the 8-8 portal is dealing with what, y'all? The twin flame, the 8-8, the two eternals that unite again, because we've been talking about 8-8 portal for years, and people sensationalize it and talk about all this greatness, but this year is a pivotal 8-8 energy. And before I get into that, just like I speak on all the time, in the summer, this is when the ancestral field has gotten a lot closer to the earth. And every year in the summertime, that's why these movies talk about summertime alien invasions. Who do you think we're talking about? You know what I mean? Anyway, they're closer to the energy field, and the firmament is leaked, and the ability to pass information, upgrade, and send intel is very, very important these days. That's why they do a lot of different things to attack us in the summer and in the winter. Those two seasons have the Saturnian and Cancerian, the moon, that pull, that matrix pull of energy that is devaluing our ascension. So let's just put all these things together and keep a wise eye, pun intended. Chief wise eye here, y'all. Keep a wise eye for things ahead of you, because the war is won. It's still difficult for us, y'all. The chosen, we're still not out of the fire. We're there though. We're close. We're now recuperating and licking our wounds, and we're finding ways to heal, reverberate the energy so that we can redeem ourselves. 313 on the clock, y'all. 313 on the clock is 7. That's a spiritual heavenly number, and the 7 original energies are what make up this earth, and that's a whole nother story. So y'all be peace, y'all be cool, y'all stay dangerous, and don't take no fools on your trip to go get your jewels. I was trying to let that flow. Spirit trying to tell me. Go on, y'all. Love.